Hi folks, right, it's on the back of another demo, saves paper, so I'll just wet it. Go right into those clips, otherwise we'll have some dry spots there. Right, just leave that to settle. I'll stretch the paper in a minute. Right, usual burnt sienna. I'm going to. I was looking at London walks or walks around London on YouTube, and the John Rogers, I think it was, he was doing a walk along the River Crouch. It's much bigger than the River Wandle. But it's a lovely part of Essex he was walking through, and I looked at like a bit of a bank and there's a distance, but a tree, just one tree, a winter tree. So I'm going to do something like that. Let's get a bit of light red. I just like putting that in. But I'm not going to do a river scene. That'll sort of go to nothing. A bit of ultramarine. We've had the first real rain we've had for about 3 weeks. Just make sure your colour is well mixed, otherwise you'll get streaky. I usually start there, don't I? Let's a bit of cloud. I like doing skies. You never know how they're going to turn out. They don't all work. Right, okay, that'll dry lighter. Let's just... I love looking at the nature, the walks. There's one, well, several on the River Wandle, my local river, that I get inspired by, from Malden Hall Park and Boardwalk. All lovely free TV. Right. Okay. I'm debating with myself whether to use the hairdryer and pause the sound, but it means I've got to find it all and get it all wrong on the edit. But I'll risk it. So right, nice and dry. I'm going to use another hake. I'm going to use the Jackson large hake, which is like the Romanson hake, but it's got the serrations in. But I think if I'm going to let's get a bit of dry brush, a bit of yellow, and a bit of Payne's grey, I think. Right, let's bit of dry brush there. Okay. I live in what is reckoned to be the leafiest borough in London, or Greater London. We're on the edge of Surrey, but but it's all part of Greater London, and but we've got some lovely parks. And I was watching, well, yesterday my wife was out. I was watching a number of walks around London, and several of the walks are on the River Wandle, which we bike along most Tuesday mornings. But right. And there's several, and one of them has got a good indication or a good bit of video on the boardwalk. So that's worth a look, and you can see where I get my inspiration for Norfolk from. No, Norfolk is 100 miles up the road, but the boardwalk has got all this lovely. It's right in the middle of all this lovely grass, marsh grass. With a bit of imagination, you can turn it into a Norfolk. This is what I do. Now I'm going to put in some darker greens. But using this lovely brush, so that's that sort of mound that I remember. We had this tree coming out of it, which was really lovely. Oh, it's a bit of dark and a bit of sienna. Just while that's drying off in the background, I can just put in some of this texture with this lovely brush. If I actually bought a brush like this, it probably wouldn't do what this one is doing. But they've all got their differences, their idiosyncrasies. I don't know where the river crouches in relation to what I'm doing here, but let's have some. Okay, pull that tight. I'm going to go over that with some very faint, yeah, very faint skyline. It's quite a way away, so we'll get back to the Hake, the Rob Ransom one, and we'll have a bit of Payne's Grey and a bit of ultramarine. Oh, just a touch of yellow. Right, okay. We've got some loose stray hair, the straggly hairs here. Look into the distance here. So not far from the Thames, I think. So I'm hoping I've given this a bit of a cool colour. Okay, that should do. Clean it. It's going up a bit, isn't it? Oh, we can't have that, so bring it down a bit. Okay, so give it a tighten. Right, I don't really want to try it, but I might have to. Let's get the rigger. Here's this lovely Frank Clark's rigger, Frank Clark rigger. Right, so my favourite dark is Payne's Grey and Burnt Sienna. Plenty of water on this. And it comes up from here. Ooh, what have we done there? We'll get that thicker. Now I'm going to create an illusion of twigs and stuff on here. Oops. There were loads of branches on the tree that, as I recall. They're going to get it all tapered, otherwise it'll look a bit still. So let's add some that weren't there. But sort of a bit of a prevailing wind. Right, okay, we'll muck it up. Let's hold of this nice little brush here. No, it's not going to work with that brush. So let's go back with the Jackson hake. Well, it sort of worked. that's my shorthand for lots of twigs. I'll go back over that. I should have done that at the first place probably. So let's just get some of the just the rough ground. You see where it's dried. Okay, then we need some bushy stuff in there, just to block that side, so to keep the viewer in the middle rather than off. We're going to use this hake. So while that's drying off. So I've only got to edit 2 videos at the moment. Right, let's get a bit of a okay, so we've got a right, okay, that's all I can do. Sign it, I'll put it in the mounts and we'll have a look. Oh, we've got to do some in there. So let's just okay, we'll let that go. Let's put in a signature if I can find a dry bit. Put a couple of birds in. Okay, well that's more or less what I saw on the TV, on YouTube. The size of this bit of paper is 15 inches by 11, and it's a studio paper, practice paper. It's not my Saunders Waterford, of which I have some sheets. Let's just try that one. Oh, this is no darker one. Ah, well, I've got this one. It's just about. Okay, well, this was cut for a 16 by 12 page. So let's come out of it. Let's just straighten up a little bit. All right, there we go. Oh, well, this is simple enough, isn't it? That's come out quite well. That hasn't. Well, okay. Right. Okay, well, I hope you like that, folks. You're going to get something from it. I'll go and knit the two together now. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Oops, what am I doing?